Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. I know it's a little bit early, but we needed to get on live today as early as possible for Black Friday because we got to talk about the current deals that are out there. So just a big PSA, just relabeling of this type of video because it is actually Black Friday today. So let's go through all the different deals because there has been a couple of updates, two updates today on this glorious Black Friday. So we're going to get into that plus a variety of topics, but usually this is where I run my intro really quick. But as you can tell, we are traveling and we've got a full day ahead of us. So I don't think I can get back on until much later. So it just doesn't make sense. And I got to get on at the moment. But definitely check out my Patreon link down below in the description where you can support the channel and get access to the ultimate Tesla buying guide. And you can schedule a phone call with me. So if you're hesitant on whether you're going to get approved or not on a Tesla vehicle, instead of wasting that $250, let's talk about it first so that we can go through your credit situation and see if you're going to get approved. And today's live stream is partnered with Mint Mobile, where you can save money on your mobile phone plan for as low as $15 a month, but more on that later. And of course, they're having a Black Friday deal on top of that. But let's get into it. It is finally Black Friday, true Black Friday, and here are all the deals. Thank you to everybody that's joined in early. I know on the East Coast it's not that early, but West Coast it certainly is. Black Friday deals are here for Tesla. Here's what they're offering. Here's the big two changes. The first one is the Tesla referral code program, just like the one down below in the description, where you can get up to $1,000 to $2,000 off of a Tesla, including Tesla Cybertruck, which gets you a $2,000 off. And the next one is massive. It's leasing. Leasing now includes you can buy it out, a option to buy it out. You can buy it out within the first week. There's already people that already have leases that they leased a couple weeks ago that already have a lease buyout option to purchase their Tesla. And so this is big for people that do not qualify for the $7,500 federal tax credit. For everyone that makes above these income limits, now you can get that $7,500 as well. Rivian, Lucid, all these other manufacturers have been doing this. Volkswagen as well. All these other manufacturers have been doing this, and that's why a lot of those vehicles get leased, because those vehicles don't qualify for the $7,500 federal tax credit. A lot of them don't. Some of them only qualify for $3,750. So a lot of the people that purchase those vehicles lease them and then buy it out if they want to keep them. But there's a huge strong case for leasing as well, and maybe we'll talk about that tomorrow. But there's a strong case for leasing because of technology. There's a lot of different updates, and so leasing might be the best bet as long as you don't pay a high interest rate, money factor, or even a bad residual. But next one, 0% financing on Model 3 and Model Y. This is limited to certain terms. Model Y gets up to 60 months and Model 3 gets up to 36 months. But even if you need a longer term with the Model Y, it's still not that bad. It goes to like 1.99 for 72 months. So still not a bad interest rate and definitely very respectable. Inventory discounts, $5,000 off Model 3s and Model Ys and $9,500 off Model S's and Model X's. If you want to see what those discounts could potentially look like across the United States, check out our deal spreadsheet down below in the description, where you can see all the different deals and see for yourself what area of where these discounts could be at so that you can try and replicate in your own area. And of course, Tesla is going to be your best inventory aggregator, so you can see all the different inventory that's around you. And we'll talk about that a little bit later on how that actually is and what's the best way to actually do that. 3 months of free supercharging and 3 months of full self-driving. Free supercharging 3 months is valued at maybe $500 to $1,000, and 3 months of full self-driving, that's an easy one, $300. But really, when you buy a Tesla, you get like another free trial month as well. So really, you're getting like 4 to 5 months of supercharging. I really do think at some point Tesla is just going to give away free supercharging, and it's going to be a standard package, but that's another conversation and really way into the future for that. If you've got full self-driving on your old vehicle, you can transfer it. That's another cool one. The valuation is whatever you want to value on that one, up to $8,000, of course. Model X has a one free paid option if you buy full self-driving, and Model 3 Performance has something similar. You get a free color if you buy full self-driving. That one is an interesting one, and I'm not sure if I'm down for that one anymore, because now that you can lease, you can get a base Model 3 for $7,500 tax credit in theory with the full, without getting that full self-driving. So they kind kind of nerfed themselves on that deal. And the big one, there's a $1,000 military discount program that stacks on top of all of these discounts on top of it. So it's really nice to see. And of course, you just have to verify with the military that you, or verify with Tesla that you're active duty to get that actual discount. And so here's all the different lease payments. I mean, it's pretty interesting to see that this time is certainly an interesting move for Tesla. And there could be situations where some of these deals could make a lot more sense because of the payment, money factor, interest rate, or anything like that. But definitely find our best deal spreadsheet down below in the description with all the different deals on Tesla Model 3, Model Y from $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 off. And of course, don't forget to use a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description, so you can save $2,000 or up to $2,000 off of a Tesla vehicle when purchasing or placing a deposit. Before we get into our next topic, I've been trying to save money lately, and that's why we talk about this channel, trying to get the best deal on a Tesla. And I've been looking at our subscriptions like YouTube Premium, Netflix, trying to figure out how I could save some money every single month. And cutting expenses, it's kind of hard. We've been trying to rack our brain together and figure out how. That's why I'm so intrigued with our channel partner, Mint Mobile. They offer premium wireless starting at $15 a month. And I can get high-speed data and unlimited talk and text on the nation's largest 5G network, and I can even bring my own phone along with my current number and existing contracts. I'm sacrificing nothing. I've used Mint Mobile a ton, and I switched my second line to Mint Mobile, and I've been using it to watch YouTube and play podcasts on our daily commute and haven't noticed any drop in speed. And I can't tell the difference. So how hard is it to switch service? Big Wireless wants you to think it's actually hard, but it's not at all. Switching to Mint is super easy thanks to digital eSIM cards, which most of you now have. You can sign up and activate immediately right on your phone from the comfort of your home. If your phone doesn't have an eSIM, Mint will ship you a new SIM card for free. So if you want to save little money without the sacrifice, go to trymintmobile.com/DennisCW, also linked down below in the description, to get premium wireless for just $15 a month when you purchase a 3-month plan. Thank you to Mint for partnering, and let's get on to the next topic. Thanks for that, everyone. Who's commented this morning? Brendan, great to see you. DJ, Brent, New York's finest, great to see you as well. Now I know who's an East Coast watcher just because it's like 8:40 a.m. and I'm not sure any of the California or West Coast people would be interested in jumping on this early. Novo, great to see you as well. We'll get to all the live stream comments just after this next topic. In this next topic, don't buy a Tesla Model 3 rear wheel drive, even though that is the cheapest, most inexpensive Tesla Model 3 that you can get and maybe has the best quality Tesla Model 3 rear wheel drive. I would not buy a Model 3 rear wheel drive today. Here's why. So if we take a look at all the different deals that are out there, the Model 3 all-wheel drive long range, especially if you can find a 2024, is arguably the best deal with the biggest discount that is out there. And here's why. So you can see right here, Model 3 long range rear wheel drive, the cheapest one in my area that is available from inventory before inventory discounts, and well, there's no inventory discounts in this one, and of course before a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description where you can save an extra $1,000, is $42,490. And so if we take a look at this one, we can see that the lease on this, if we just leave it as is pre-default, is $202 a month. Of course, that does include gas savings, but we'll get into that. So this one's priced at $42,490. Taking a look at that same all-wheel drive version, long range, you can see that price is not that much higher, $43,640. And in some markets, some instances, the Model 3 long range all-wheel drive with a demo discount or inventory discount is going to be the same exact price. I was talking to Tyler, I believe, that scheduled a call with me down below in the description at the Patreon link, and we were looking through his market together and found that there was a long range all-wheel drive that was the same exact price as a rear-wheel drive. And so you can see this one is a great deal. It's got a $4,850 discount, and if you lease it, that is where it gets even more hilarious and funny. So if you take a look at the lease here, you can see the payment on a Model 3 long range all-wheel drive, because the 2024 has a fantastic interest rate money factor on a lease, it's $211 a month, and the rear-wheel drive version is $202 a month. So you're telling me Would you pay $8, $10 more for all-wheel drive? You get more speakers. You get, I think, 19 speakers or 18 speakers versus 9. You get a subwoofer. So if you're anyone that really likes your audio quality, you're definitely going to want an all-wheel drive. And on top of that, you get all-wheel drive. So of course, if you're living in places that don't have any inclement weather at all, then I think it'd still be worth it because it still rains everywhere. And so all-wheel drive would still be a nice one. So that's my soapbox on why you really should not be looking at a rear-wheel drive. It might seem to look like on a surface level that it is a lower payment or a better deal, but it actually is not at all. And if we took a look at real payments and took a look at gas savings and added in taxes and fees and all that stuff, you can still see the payment is still relatively close. $320 a month on a Model 3 rear-wheel drive and $329 on a long-range all-wheel drive. And this, of course, uses a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description, so you can save an extra $1,000 off of a Tesla vehicle. So definitely that's my pitch on why you should really be looking. If you're looking for a deal, definitely check out our deal spreadsheet down below in the description so you can see what type of ranges of deals, but I'll save you the time on that. The Model 3 long range all-wheel drive, if you can get one that's leasable, the key thing here is leasable for that low payment, and now that Tesla has lease buyouts, I would say it certainly is a great deal. You can just hit lease like that, and then I would change it to all deliverable so you can see all the different areas around you that you could pick up a vehicle, and I would lease it so you can take advantage of the low interest rate, that buyout if you really want to, and get a deal on a Model 3 all-wheel drive long-range version. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. If you came to the same conclusion, hopefully you did, because the Model 3 rear-wheel drive it seems like on the surface level a great deal, especially when you look at the ordering page of Model 3 and you see that big discount between the two. But once you actually take a look into inventory and you look to see what's out there, you will find that the best deal on a Tesla is a Model 3 long-range all-wheel drive. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let us know what your thoughts are. Let us know what you're thinking. We're going to jump into the live stream comments. Brandon, how do you get the Tesla inventory charts that you show on the show sometimes? Actually in the Patreon group down below the description. Thanks for everything you do. No, thank you. DJ, does Tesla offer gap insurance? Yes, they actually do, but you have to, if you're financing, you have to kind of push them to actually do that. It's not very upfront. Brent, appreciate your hard work and daily grind. No, thank you. And if you're just joining in, everyone, welcome. Tesla Black Friday deals are here, and here they are on the screen if you want to pause the video and take a look at it. Do you think you have to pay leasing tax and then a buyout tax? Brandon, it depends on your state. And so in places like California, which I know a lot of you could be watching from, California you pay tax on the monthly payment. And so if you pay tax on the buyout, it depends on your state. And so certainly I would take a look at that because yeah, you don't want to pay double taxes. Where I used to, like the DMV, Maryland, I know for sure you pay sales tax when you're leasing it, the full 6% on the full payment. And then, so it might not make sense, but then when you buy it out, I don't believe you pay tax on it because you've already paid that tax on it. New York, it seems like leasing then buying is the same price or more because of all the extra fees and taxes than just buying it outright. Financially, it's 0%. I don't see any savings on leasing and then buying out. Yeah, New York, 100%. It's really for people at this point. It's big for people that don't qualify for the 7,500. Now this gives them a pipeline to qualify for that 7,500 by leasing. And so yes, if let's say on a surface level it's 7,500, and then because there's an extra fee with an acquisition fee, it's still 6,500, but they're still $6,500 ahead then, and maybe they pay like 1 month of interest, they're still $6,000 ahead than not getting that 7,500 federal tax credit. And so that's really what it is. And for everybody else that does qualify for the tax rate, like Model 3 and Model Y, it doesn't make sense. You should still just buy it 0% unless you're doing you find a Model 3 2024 long range all-wheel drive that has a 1.91 lease money factor. You can see down below, we try to keep on our deal spreadsheet the separate tab of all the different lease rates that we find. If you can find this one, then that one makes sense in my opinion, because I just want to hedge risk, and we'll talk about that more tomorrow. Novo, been keeping up with your channel for about a year now and finally think about purchasing a Model 3 Performance. Should I hold out for December or bite the bullet? Model 3 Performance does not have a good deal right now because I'm also kind of searching for one of those. I would not buy one of those at the moment. Classified, buy a new Model 3 2024 now or wait for depreciating a year to buy used? That's a great question, Classified, because yesterday we were taking a look at used Highland 2024s and there's already some that are $29,000. So depreciation hits hard. And so if you want to wait, I would say it could be worth waiting to see what type of deals come out there. In this next topic, let's talk about Tesla out-of-state purchases and explain that, because people get confused a little bit, and even sometimes I get confused of all the different requirements that Tesla has. Because yes, you could find deals in other states, other areas, and we do track a lot of the different deals that we find on Tesla vehicles, $4,000 to $5,000 off in our spreadsheet down below. But a lot of the feedback I get is like, hey, I can't buy any of these, and that's really not the point of this spreadsheet. The point of the spreadsheet was just to show you what type of deals could be out there at a maximum, so that you could try and replicate in your own area, so that you know yourself you're getting a good deal. So if on this spreadsheet we see Model Ys at $4,400 off, then when you search in your area, you know that a deal, if you can find one at $4,400 off, you know that that's the best deal in theory that is out there. But here on this spreadsheet, you can see there's a lot of different, in this middle column, all the different states that where these vehicles are shown around. But of course, when you go to actually go to the deposit page of this, it will tell you that whether this vehicle can be registered in your area or not. And more than likely, you'll find that if you're in California and the vehicle is in Florida, you're not going to be able to register it, or the Tesla's not going to be able to let you to buy it. But shout out to Big Z, one of our mods in the Discord down below in the description, where Tesla deals get revamped and talked about all the time. He actually isolated and listed out all the different states. If you're in the state in the first column, this is the other markets in other states that you can buy from according to Tesla. Of course, it's probably not foolproof and 100%, but at least this gives you some direction. And a lot of this should make sense, right? If you're in California, then California will be able to be able to buy. If you're in Maryland, that we just talked about, you can buy in Virginia or Maryland. If you're in any of these other states, I think like Colorado can go like a state over, because like maybe they don't have too many dealers. And so this is a good resource, and it's actually in the Discord as well if you want to play around with more, or you can just pause the screen and see for yourself all the different states that make it eligible. And hopefully this gives you a little bit more clarity. If you find a vehicle that's in a neighboring state, you can always try and go into your local Tesla store, talk to the manager, and see if they can make a deal for you, because I've heard of that as well, where you can get into a deal and they can ship it, or maybe even pay for your flight. We've also heard of that as well. If the vehicle is like 3 to 4 hours away, Tesla has confirmed to pay for someone's flight, but it was on a Model X. And so certainly that's like a different caliber of type of vehicle than like a Model 3 or Model Y. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. Glenn, I'm here, Oregon. Thank you, Glenn. Harvey, Germany. Nice. Thanks for jumping in. Gabo, waiting for your color upgrade so I can buy the Model 3 Performance Quicksilver with 7.5. Yeah, hopefully that comes in December. I'm waiting for a deal like that as well. Ryan, debating on doing a lease on the Model S today. Demo with 32 miles is $2K off, then $2K referral. Yeah, make sure you can. And yeah, I mean, everything we're seeing shows that you can get that 7,500, which is really nice. Take off the gas savings. Yeah, 100%. Add taxes, be real. Yeah, 100%. Kramer or Kid Raymer, always buy used EV or ICE. Yeah, electric vehicles, luxury vehicles all depreciate pretty heavily. Anthony, any Model X deals? Yeah, $9,500 off. You can check it out in our deal spreadsheet down below in the description. Mike, I've wanted to buy a new Performance for a few months now. The only thing stopping me is I'm upside down 10K on Model 3. Yeah, that's a little bit tough. And so you basically negative equity, the easiest way, I mean, not easiest, but you just have to kind of pay it off, unfortunately. DeWins, picking up a Model Y in a couple orders and didn't use referral code. Do you think I can still apply? No, unfortunately not. The only thing that you can do is just make another order, and then maybe Tesla can match your current vehicle to that new order, but that might not be worth the risk. And since you're so kind of further along down the delivery, I would say at this point, just unfortunately scrap it and then just take delivery. Praveen, do we still get 7,500 credits on leasing even though we don't qualify for the income limits? Yes, you do. And that's the biggest loophole right now with the leasing, is that you can get that 7,500 if you don't qualify, which is a fantastic offer at the end of the day. In this next topic, Tesla just posted a new picture of their lineup, and they left out a big model from that lineup, and it makes you think, like, are they actually serious about releasing this model, or should we just scrap it? And it really feels bad, because a lot of people put down, I don't know if a lot of people, but there's many people that put down $50,000 as a deposit. And so Tesla just posted this yesterday. Happy Thanksgiving from our family to yours. And we've got all the different models, even the newest ones: Cybercab, the bus, Model 3 Performance, Model S, Y, X, Semi, Tesla, the truck, the Cybertruck, and also the Robo Optimus. But there's one massive vehicle that was missing from this, and that vehicle is, of course, their problem child, quote unquote, from Fred Lambert, which is going to be their Tesla Roadster. Even though Roadster, I believe, is still on the website, we can take a look at see Tesla completely left it off of their family photo. Actually, it's not even on here anymore. Where'd it go? There it is. It's right here on the Roadster side. So this Roadster, which is supposedly supposed to start production, people have given Tesla their $50,000. It is not in their family at all. And maybe they left it out because if they put it on there, then, well, no, because they've got these massive prototypes, the Cybercab and the bus as well. So certainly an interesting one that Tesla left it off. And let us know, do you think it's actually coming out? I'm one of those, I'll see it when I believe it. And it is unfortunate for anybody that has a deposit on a Roadster. I would not like the sight of this, not seeing it on the Tesla family photo. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let us know what your thoughts on it. We're going to jump into the live stream comments. New York's question: if I order today, but I don't pick up till the end of December, will I qualify for any deals late in December when I order the car? Yes, 100%. Even if you pick up late in December, whatever Tesla deals that is out there, Tesla's been pretty good about that recently. They'll just give you, as long as you haven't taken delivery yet. If you take a delivery, then and the deal comes out the day after, they won't give you that. But like right now, the 3 months of free supercharging deal, 3 months of full self-driving, have been known to, they've confirmed that they'll be giving that to anybody that takes delivery throughout the end of December. So here it is on the deals spreadsheet or deal list. If in case you missed it, if you're just joining in, Black Friday deals are here, and here are the lists of all of them. Of course, don't forget to use a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description, so you can save an extra $1,000 to $2,000 off, including the Tesla Cybertruck. But thanks for jumping in, everybody. Thanks for supporting. Thanks for hitting the like button in the comments and everything, and I'll